Hello, and welcome to the Onboarding Learning Series all about fake users. What is a fake user? It's the creation of user accounts that are not associated with a real person and are used to carry out malicious, often criminal activity. The criminal activity can be used to spread misinformation, committing ad fraud, posting fake reviews, creating scams, catfishing, and more. This happens way more often than one would expect. 1 in 4 new accounts are fake and actively commit some kind of fraud within the first day of creation. These fake accounts are created with a purpose, and their effects are very quickly seen. Not only are they quick, they're very costly. Sales and marketing lose almost $700 billion annually marketing to fake users and bots. Fake users are the accounts created by fraudsters to drive up the rate of clicks, installations, or take malicious actions to benefit themselves. They typically use fake or stolen email addresses, usernames, phone numbers, and other identifying information to create profiles that can pass through the security checks and look real enough. Once infiltrated into the platform, they'll try to pull off fraudulent acts such as catfishing, trying to access other people's accounts, or take over other legitimate users' accounts completely. Once onboarded, these fake accounts spread fake information, impersonate brands, and use their accounts to commit other frauds. The purpose of these accounts is to build legitimate-looking profiles to gain access to digital platforms, where the fraudster can disrupt systems or virtual assets like currency. The repercussions of fake account creation is damaging, with things like user abandonment, shopping cart abandonment, negative brand impact, and overall decreased user base, to name a few. Bots and fake users can cause a lot of chaos, but generally, the risks can be broken down into reputational loss, financial loss, and resource loss. If someone logs into a social media website and has 20 messages from fraudsters and 1 from a legitimate user, they're going to stop logging in and move to a different social network and encourage their friends to do the same. Over time, due to this bad reputation, fewer and fewer legitimate users will actually onboard. Fake users and bots are incredibly costly to businesses' marketing teams, but can also create financial losses for the company in the form of SMS costs that they send as a part of the onboarding process. Fake users can also make purchases with stolen credit card information that the business will be responsible for. They'll cause inventory loss, and so on. And that's not to mention the financial loss that another legitimate user may experience as well. The affected company will have to use a lot of resources to uncover, control, and limit the spread of fake users once they're in. Victims may also have to use their own resources to recover from the effects of a fake user. For example, if they send money or personal identifying information to a fake user posing as a legitimate player in an online gaming environment, they'll have to spend their own time and resources to manage the effects of that. Fake users can be found all across the internet world, but in this session, we'll focus on 3 particular industries where fake users appear to be quite prevalent, which are social media, e-commerce, online gaming, and gambling. Remember that fake users use their fake accounts to pull off acts such as spreading scams, committing credit card fraud, stealing confidential information, and spamming good users. So let's take a look at how fake users show up across different industries. When I say fake users, probably one of the first industries that comes to mind is social media. And the OG social network, Facebook, has its fair share of fake users. In 2022, Facebook reported that they removed almost 6 billion fake accounts. For scale, there was around 8 billion people in the world in 2022. So for each real human in the world, there were 3/4 of a fake account on Facebook. And 30% of US social media users have admitted to creating a fake account. And with a fake social media account, the options are endless and sometimes lead to social engineering or catfishing. In fact, more than $600 million was sent to catfishes in 2020. Fake users don't stop at catfishing. They also have a significant impact on politics and public opinion. A report published by USC found that 1 in 5 election-related tweets sent between September and October 2016 were sent by a bot. In 2020, they found similar results and even stated that 13% of all users sharing conspiracy narratives on social media from all sides were suspected bots. While this number may seem like a smaller percentage, scientists at MIT found that misleading or incorrect stories published by bots, or just people who did not get their facts straight, traveled 6 times faster and reached more people. Fake users are also active in e-commerce. 89% of online retailers report that they experience issues with promotional abuse fraud, which is where a fake user creates a profile with the only intention to take advantage of a promotion that the company is running. Online payment fraud is a very real issue for e-commerce, which, like many other industries, only has seen an increase in losses over the years. In e-commerce, they've seen an increase in losses of $31 billion between 2020 and 2023. Of the $31 billion, it was reported that e-commerce retailers saw losses of $660 million in the month of November 2022 alone. Fake users and bots are prevalent in the world of online gaming and gambling. In 2021, 17% of online gaming traffic was considered fraudulent, and fake users are only increasing across gaming. Last year, gaming companies saw an 85% increase in fake account registrations. Fake users and bots don't just stop at online gaming. As online betting is becoming legalized in more states, sports betting revenue increased by 73% in 1 year. With all that fake user fraud, how do we stop it from happening? The thing is, Facebook can't require every person registering to provide a DNA sample, their birth certificate, or a letter of recommendation. Very few people would jump through those hoops. 49% of customers are frustrated by long login and sign-up forms, and 59% expect to spend less than 5 minutes setting up a new account. And I can definitely count myself as a part of the 83% of customers that say they'd abandon their cart due to a long login process. So we can't create lengthy sign-up flows out of just pure hassle, but also the strong chance that a user will just give up and spend their money elsewhere. But at the same time, we don't want to let just anyone into the platform. So how do we fight that battle between friction and fraud? This is where Telesign Intelligence comes in. Telesign Intelligence provides a risk score within milliseconds so that a customer can use it to make an informed decision to, in this case, admit or deny the registration of a potentially fake user. Let's take a look at Telesign Intelligence in action. As you can see here, Mikkel is signing up for a new account. He's entered his email, phone number, and created a password. Once he clicks Create Account, Telesign Intelligence work begins. Intelligence analyzes the phone number traffic patterns to see if the phone number exhibits normal behaviors. It's looking at Mikkel's amount of A2P, or application-to-person traffic, that Mikkel receives over a 90-day period. So think about all of the one-time passcodes that you receive day in and day out. Over time, our machine learning has built behavioral analytics that can discern what normal human behavior looks like versus that of a bot or bad actor. Intelligence also looks at Mikkel's phone number velocity. Here, we're analyzing the traffic patterns we see across Mikkel's phone number and his mobile carrier. Over the last 15 years, we fine-tuned our machine learning models to effectively detect bad actors. We're also evaluating phone data attributes. Is this a mobile, fixed line, a VoIP, toll-free, or premium rate phone number? When is the last time we saw the phone number on our network? We're also examining telecom carrier, subscriber contact information, and the status of the phone number. We're benchmarking against 2 global fraud databases that is comprised of 5 billion plus phone numbers and contains 50 million known fraudulent phone numbers. So we're confirming if Mikkel's number is one of those 50 million fraudulent numbers or if it's a real number. And finally, we're looking at the number ranges which tell us if the phone number is a premium rate number, if it's registered in a country that sees a lot of fraud, or if it's marked as an unassigned number. Now, let's take a look if Mikkel has a low risk score, meaning he's likely a trusted user, a real person, not a bot. His phone number has exhibited regular activity, his traffic patterns are normal, and we've regularly seen him across our network. He also doesn't show up on the blocklisted numbers list. So with that, we can be very confident that Mikkel is a real user and should be onboarded into the platform. Now let's say that Mikkel comes back with a high risk score that indicates he's a risky user. What would the results of his risk score tell us? His phone number has displayed a high amount of irregular behavior on the network. His phone number has been blocklisted in one of 4 data sources as a confirmed source of fraud. Statistically, low-range behavior was observed for his phone number over predefined periods of time. His phone number wasn't detected on the cellular network in the last 2 months, and not in the past few days like it would for you or me. And the behavior of his phone number on the network mimics what you would expect from bots as well. Now, seeing that Mikkel was actually a good user, we're going to authenticate him and send him a one-time passcode to his phone number. He'll enter it and complete registration. From there, he's able to shop for his perfect sofa or what have you.